On this edition of Golf Chicago TV, we'll take an inside look at Conway Farms, the host of the BMW Championship. We'll head to Elgin to check out a great golf program from the Elgin Park District and the Boys and Girls Club. We'll show you a wonderful program created by the First Tee and John Deere, teaching kids about careers in golf. And we'll check out an exhibition at Conway Farms featuring Luke Donald, Mark Wilson, and a couple of Chicago sports stars.
Good stroke. We got a match.
Hard. Good putt.
Golf Chicago TV starts right now. Welcome to this edition of Golf Chicago TV. I'm your host, Rebecca Halpern, here at Golfsmith in Schaumburg. You know, the Chicagoland area has played host to some amazing golf tournaments, none the least of which is the BMW Championship that's returning to Chicago at Conway Farms. Opening shot is brought to you by Grand Geneva Resort and Spa. The BMW Championship is Chicago golf fans' chance to see all the top tour players. For years, the tournament was held at Cog Hill. Last year, the championship was held at Crooked Stick in Indianapolis. But it's back in Chicago at a course many fans may not be that familiar with. Conway Farms opened in 1991. The Tom Fazio award-winning course sits on 209 acres in Lake Forest and is designed around the traditions of the Scottish links.
On behalf of the staff and the membership at Conway, we're extremely excited to have the opportunity to bring the best players in the world to Conway Farms. The first time since 1972, a professional tour event to Lake County and the North Shore and Lake Forest. So we're excited. We'll be ready.
Conway Farms is a unique course that's property is not as large as Cog Hill, but the WGA and staff at Conway Farms are certain the experience will be great for all the fans.
Well, I think anything logistics, bringing a new championship to a new venue, you have to look at the traffic patterns and traffic getting the spectators in. We're fortunate enough to have a 100-acre parking lot, about 6-minute shuttle ride over on the corner of Riverwoods and Everett, which will be a short shuttle for the spectators. Once they come into the grounds to the Prairie Light Golf Course, we have 209 acres, so it's more open than you think, and plenty of room on the back 9 and the front 9 to have some exciting viewing areas and certainly walk the course.
While Conway Farms may not be well known around the country, it will certainly provide a tough test for the players.
The course has really come along great in those last 6 weeks. I was really impressed with how it's looking. Chad Ball, the superintendent, is doing a great job. So the pros are going to love this place. And yeah, my game, you know, is a work in progress at the moment, but I'm hoping I'll find some form for what really is the most important part of the season. And you know, a lot to play for still, and I'll be grinding and working hard.
And usually when I play out here, there's wind, and so if there's wind, I think they're going to be, like Luke was saying, you know, 67, 68s are good scores. But yeah, if we get soft conditions and no wind, it's going to, you know, look like Oak Hill last week, where guys are shooting some 63s and 64s.
Conway Farms is the home course for local PGA Tour pro Luke Donald, and he was instrumental in bringing the championship to this North Shore gem.
Well, extremely excited when I heard there was a possibility of coming here, and I pushed pretty hard with the tour to try and make that happen, and I'm not sure if I had any responsibility for that or not, but certainly I've always enjoyed my time here. Conway have always been very gracious to the Northwestern program. I think that my fellow peers and professionals will really enjoy coming here. I think they've knocked it out of the park with sales and hopefully the Chicago people will come and support this event.
Last month, Chicago area tour professionals Luke Donald and Mark Wilson teamed up with Chicago Bulls guard Kirk Heinrich and Northwestern University's head men's basketball coach Chris Collins in a golf exhibition at Conway Farms. The exhibition was formed to benefit the Evans Scholars Foundation, which provides full housing and college tuition scholarships for deserving caddies across the country.
Good
Birdie 3 for Wilson and Heinrich. Well done, well done.
Thank you. There we go, first birdie.
The exhibition paired Luke Donald and Chris Collins against Mark Wilson and Kirk Heinrich in a Scotch foursome alternate shot format, as teams competed for up to $5,000 a hole.
Good stroke. We got a match,
Hard.
ladies.
Good putt. Good putt. Good putt.
Nice hole, bud.
It's like a jump shot.
The winning team of Luke Donald and Chris Collins earned $25,000, while Wilson and Heinrich earned $20,000, a total of $45,000 for the foundation. Conway Farms Golf Club is a strong supporter of the Evans Scholars Foundation, with 3 current Evans Scholars in its caddy program and 15 alumni. 5 Evans Scholars participated in the event. From one BMW Championship venue to another, after the break, we'll head to Cog Hill, where we'll check out a great program from the first tee of Greater Chicago. The Pro Shop is brought to you by Golfsmith.
Hi, Chinda. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Chinda. Arden.
Arden? What are you in the market for?
Well, I think it's time to upgrade from my ancient set here.
Yes, these are definitely vintage. They're a couple years older. I don't think I was even playing golf when these came out. I noticed you're playing ping, so I'm gonna let you hit some ping options first. Let's go with the 56 that I saw you trying earlier. What we have here is the Foresight system, and this is the same system that TaylorMade, Callaway, Nike, they all use to fit their tour pros. Let's try this G20. Much better. This is the new Callaway X Hot. It's been a very popular club this year. Very game improvement, cavity back. So this little eyeball gives us a little drop comparison to all the clubs that we're swinging at. So number one, this is your club head speed. So that last one you swung at 75 miles an hour. It carried 148 and rolled out to 175. I'd like for you to try this Mizuno. I think you'll really like that. What you're gonna find about the Mizunos is their forging is probably one of the best in the world, if not the best. There's only a few other companies that really offer a great forging. And you're gonna see that the feel that you were hitting with the 56, they brought it into a game improvement club. Basically what we've done with Arden here is we've gone through a club fitting process for irons. We determined his club head speed, length, his lie, what clubs that he was hitting better. We came out to the conclusion of the Mizuno 825s. Very game improvement, great forgiving golf clubs, has a forged face feel to it, and we're definitely going to lower his scores. What really separates us from our competition is that here at Golfsmith, number one, our customer service is impeccable. Our staff here really cares about your golf game and your quality of life. We use the Foresight technology, which is basically used in all of the big major brand companies that they fit their tour pros with. The Foresight technology is accurate to a half of a yard. It gives you ball speed, side spin, launch angle, really all the numbers that you really need. And numbers, is the finite. It doesn't lie. Numbers don't lie. And then really after that, it's up to the customer to decide what club that feels best for them. Because looking down on your golf club and having the utmost confidence in being fit properly here at Golfsmith is gonna be more impactful to your golf shot.
I thought it was really interesting, seeing my club head speed versus his club head speed. A few of the grip things that he showed me so that I could bring the ball from left to right. So I thought it was a great experience. I came in, thought I was going to buy some pings, going to walk home with some Mizunos today.
Last month we partnered with the First Tee of Greater Chicago to profile their financial literacy program with PwC. This month they're doing some amazing work with John Deere out at Cog Hill to teach kids about career opportunities in golf.
Between the area that he just sprayed and the next area.
The First Tee Careers on Course, sponsored by John Deere, is a multi-phase program that provides First Tee participants an opportunity to explore career paths in golf course management and science. It places a particular focus on agronomy and golf course equipment and management-related education. 24 teenagers took part in the program at Cog Hill Golf and Country Club in Lamont, Illinois.
We're fortunate that John Deere became a trustee of the First Tee earlier this year, and they wanted to activate on some of their money, and they wanted to educate young people more about the golf industry. So these participants are very used to going out and spending a lot of time playing on the golf course. However, they probably never gave much thought as to what it takes to maintain a golf course.
This grass out here is primarily what we call Kentucky bluegrass. This is more what you would see in your lawn.
The kids started out learning about the difference between the type of grass on a green and a fairway from Scott Pavalco, the director of grounds at Cog Hill. He explained how the greens are maintained, what kind of soil is under the green, and the science of the way grasses grow. He also showed how to make and replace a hole.
And then there we have the hole for the cup to be put in. I think it's really important for young golfers to learn about course maintenance. You know, maybe it spawns into a career for them, or maybe it's just a better understanding of the golf course and what we do to maintain it and how they can, you know, help maintain the golf course as they're playing for the people that play behind them and, you know, to aid us.
After learning about green maintenance, the kids went on the course to learn about moisture and irrigation.
Taking this soil sample and pushing it in between your fingers and using this method to feel how much moisture is there gives you different readings. One of the things that we have now that we use is called a soil moisture meter. There's these two probes, and these probes, when we stick them into the ground, it actually, and we press the button on top, it has a little pulse of electricity. We all know that water is a precious resource, and we were able to share with the attendees today how we manage that from a technical standpoint of measuring evapotranspiration, the amount of water that's lost from all of the aspects of weather and plant use, and being able to replace that through our irrigation systems, from the pumping system to the water supply all the way to the end sprinklers.
This is where we keep all of the greens mowers and greens mowers for the championship golf course and the greens
The kids
mowers.
then had an opportunity to see the maintenance shed with Dubstred Superintendent Nick Marfisi to learn more about all the different equipment that's used on the course.
We're just trying to give them some insight of what it's like to be a golf course superintendent and what it takes to maintain the property and the golf course at a high level, and you know, let them see the equipment and just kind of get in a, you know, small and short experience of what it's like to be here on a daily basis.
With this other one that we're looking at right now has more of a boat shape or canoe shape leaf tip.
After getting a tour on the course at Cog Hill, the kids went inside at the Midwest Golf House, home of the Chicago District Golf Association, where they learned about the Turfgrass Research and Development Program from Ed Nangle, the director of Turfgrass Programs.
We try to make sure that we are giving guys like Scott, who was the golf course superintendent here at Cog Hill, or Dave, who you also got to talk to this morning, to give them the information that they can use to produce the best quality surfaces.
After learning about the Turfgrass program, the kids got to have some fun checking out some of John Deere's mowers, including one that was used to cut the greens at this year's U.S. Open.
First thing I'd like to do is just ask you to take off your hat and look at the back of it. What does that say?
The kids also learned about the history of John Deere and job opportunities in marketing, sales, and engineering.
What do you think it takes for us to bring this type of machine to the marketplace? Who designs this stuff? Engineers. People that know a lot of math. We've looked at the First Tee as, you know, part of our corporate social responsibility, but also part of our brand. If you think about the company that is agriculture and construction kind of based, we've got a great turf business. But when it comes to our brand and people understanding who John Deere is and the fact that he was a man and our company exists today on the core values that he had. It really makes sense to be a great corporate citizen in golf and align around some events and entities and organizations like the First Tee that really advance the cause.
At the end of the day, the kids all received a gift, and 2 participants were selected to shadow the superintendent at Conway Farms as he prepares the course for the BMW Championship.
My favorite part today, the John Deere going on the tractor, pretty awesome. I won a flashlight. That was awesome, and I like learning how hard it is really to run a golf course. I didn't know how hard it was until now. It makes me get a little more appreciation for the game now.
I enjoyed learning about like the different kinds of grass and the turf grass and the irrigations, how they do that.
Opportunities like this just enrich young people's lives. For them to have an experience like today, just see really what goes on behind the scenes at a golf course, just increasing their knowledge about things that really could spark their interest in the future. We continue to offer them these different opportunities that can really just broaden their horizons for them.
There's a lot more still to come here on Golf Chicago TV. After the break, we'll head to the Highlands of Elgin, where some lucky kids are getting to learn about golf through the Elgin Park District. Welcome back. For those of us who've gotten to play a lot of golf this summer, you know, we might take the game for granted, especially after a bad round. But for some kids in Elgin, many of whom have never played before, much less seen a golf course, the Boys and Girls Club and the Elgin Park District are giving them the opportunity of a lifetime.
When you get yourself set up, we're going to then go right into the posture. So hold the club up. Feet tight, because this is a chipping shot. Pull your left foot back slightly behind your right.
The Elgin Park District and the Boys and Girls Club of Elgin joined forces to create the Elgin Medalist Golf Program, designed to teach kids the game of golf and its values. Unlike many golf clinics, the Medalist Golf Program reaches out to kids that otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity to play golf. For most of these kids, this is the first time they've set foot on a golf course. These kids have the unique opportunity to learn the game from some of the top PGA professionals in the area, and it means a lot to them as well.
Obviously, it's a rewarding thing to give back to the community that has given me so much. The game of golf itself allowed me to control maybe my hot temper, allowed me to manage life, to get into a profession that has obviously rewarded me with many things beyond just the fact that it's putting food on the table, and to have that opportunities and maybe share that with somebody else, and maybe they can follow that same path or similar path is what I'm looking to do.
This program is more than just about golf. These kids are learning life lessons through the game of golf.
This program that we've put together obviously incorporates not only the golf component but also a life lesson. And like for instance, the first week that we did was about balance, and we talked about balance in the golf swing and how you need to have a balanced position. Any athlete in any sport needs to be balanced. And then a mentor would come in on the second half of the program and discuss how balance might be part of life, whether it be balancing your checkbook or staying balanced in your life activities.
I think this program means a lot to our kids in several different forms. The first and the most important, I think, is the fact that they have mentors who they can relate to, who come and talk to them. But also all the golf professionals have been so great to them and who have just come alongside them and guided them, helped them, encouraged them, and also just the camaraderie that they have.
In many ways, this program wouldn't be possible if not for the generosity of others. Many of these kids can't afford equipment to play golf, but the Sports Shed, a charitable organization that donates sports equipment, donated shoes and golf clubs to all the kids. And when the program is finished, the kids get to keep all the gear.
It's really cool that they're going to be able to keep the clubs, so that if this is something that they're interested in, taking on, in the next couple of years and going to the driving range and participating in golf, from here on out, I'm really excited that they'll have that opportunity.
Well, that about does it for this edition of Golf Chicago TV and our 2013 summer season. But be sure to check us out in November when we head to Arizona to look at some fabulous golf courses in the Sonoran Desert. We'll hit some courses in the Tucson and Phoenix area, including the Omni Tucson, La Paloma Golf Club, and Raven Verado in Buckeye. Be sure to also check us out on Facebook and Twitter and pick up our sister publication at your local pro shop. We'll see you again soon.